Over the years, we have gone on countless anime pilgrimages, but they all had one thing in common: Japan. So today we're going where no weeb has gone before. In K-On! The movie, the girls fly all the way here from Japan to see the sights, sample the local cuisine, and play some light music. We'll probably skip that last one, but at least we'll try some beans on toast, or whatever it is you people eat. The first thing they do is ride the tube down to Camden Market. Holy, it is so crowded. How are we gonna find any shots? I was planning on using this plane on the building here to guide me, but all I could find was this giant shoe, and a giant dragon, and another giant shoe. But I think this is the area it's supposed to be in, but there's nothing like that this far up. It turns out, what I thought was a market was actually a human zoo run by a robot King Charles. But before I could let that really sink in, I stumbled on something I really was not expecting. Hours passed like seconds until we stepped back out into the harsh reality of our mission. I was looking for the sushi restaurant that the girls perform at, but the narrow, crowded streets made it really hard to find my bearings, and I wasn't seeing anything that matched the anime.
This is crazy.
Cutting our losses, we made a break for the exit.
I can breathe again.
Next, the girls visit the British Museum because apparently Mugi can read ancient hieroglyphics, but in reality, the Rosetta Stone looks more like this. So it's more likely that they used this library room as reference, and they're bent over one of these tables. Finishing off their sightseeing montage, the gang visits the iconic Hyde Park. I say iconic, but honestly I know nothing about London. I'm just here to live vicariously through some cartoon high schoolers. Nothing weird about that. They do have so many cool birds here though. Then there's these fucks. Go back to Canada, ya goose. Jesus. That scared the crap out of me. If you want to download the map I'm following in this video, it's available on my Patreon. There you can also get the entire catalog of anime maps, as well as a few Discord bonuses. Link in the description. So I think they replaced the classic dog poop bins with these.
It's kind of like, but the gate isn't right.
Alright, Cherry, I'll stick your hand in the dumpster. I didn't think you were actually gonna do it.
Ew, I think there is dog poo right there.
Next up is Borom Market, which according to Japanese folklore and historians, dates back to the year 1014. As someone from Canada, which has no real culture or history of our own, numbers like that really blow my mind. As I walked through the market, I was looking for the exact spot from the anime, but no matter how many green poles I filmed, none were quite lining up. This is the closest I found, but I still think it's not quite right. The girls bought some sort of cup-shaped beans on toast, but I'm not really seeing anything like that. From here we crossed the Tower Bridge, past the Tower Hotel, and sat down next to Tower Hill, in clear view of Wagamama Tower, and also the Tower of London. I just wanted to say Wagamama. Interestingly, when the movie was in production, the Shard must have still been under construction. And of course, it wouldn't be a trip to London without stopping by our old friend Ben-sama. This area is definitely what comes to mind when I think about London. Except maybe beans on toast. An interesting fact I learned is that the bridges here aren't actually made for crossing. Instead, you're meant to stop suddenly somewhere in the middle to take a selfie. In the anime, the girls actually ride the Ferris wheel, so I was hoping to do the same, but then I saw this. I'm sorry? To go in a little circle? How many people must the girls have counted to save up enough money for that? So I think the stage the girls played on must have been right back here somewhere. In fact, it actually looks like there is a stage back there, but it's behind this green fencing. So I'm guessing they just put it out here in the anime just to give it a bit better of a view. The main theme of the movie is the girls making the best of their final days as high school students, and consequently, their final days with Azunyan. And on a much smaller scale, I sort of know how they feel. Although you didn't see it, Cherry and I have spent the last few weeks traveling all across Europe. London is actually our final stop before heading home. And whenever I travel, I get so used to the freedom, seeing Cherry every day, and just the total lack of responsibilities, so it's always hard to go back home to my real adult life. Just like the members of HTT flying home for graduation and saying their final goodbyes to their childhood.